Okay, so now let's look at example 2. So what I did was I flipped, and I'm looking at graphing horizontal lines. And you know what? I want to add to that graphing horizontal lines and vertical lines, because there's no reason for doing one and not the other. I've actually fixed this up since the time that we've printed it. So there seems to be a stain on there. That's gross. Let's get rid of that. Probably left over from my coffee. There we go. Hey, that one's clean. Nice, nice. No stain. That was gross. All right. So graphing horizontal and vertical lines. Hey, you guys know that these videos are just for you, right? I will never use these videos again for another class. These are just for you. That's one of my things about teaching, that I think these things need to be personalized. So these are yours, which is kind of neat, and they will always be yours. So we're going to graph horizontal lines, vertical lines. This is y equals 5 and y equals 3. And let's think about what that means for a minute. Let's do the first one, y equals 5, using a table of values. So using a table of values for y equals 5, you would have your x's, you would have your y's, and I don't know what your grade 9 teachers do, but I like to do this. Well, right now you do, yeah. I want you to see what this table of values looks like. So we're going to pick some values of x, so maybe -1, 0, 1, and 2, and maybe we do the values of y. But this says that all y's equal 5. That's what that equation says. So even if x is -1, it's going to be 5. Even if x is 0, it's 5. Even if x is 1, it's 5. Even if x is 2, it's 5. So all of the points are going to be such that the y value, which is the second coordinate, remember, all of these are going to be such that the y equals 5. So -1 equals 5, or -1 comma 5, 0 comma 5, 1 comma 5, 2 comma 5. Do you see what's happening here? See all those points? They're all on the same horizontal line. And that's the way you can come up with the equation of a horizontal line if all else fails. Like if you absolutely get confused and you don't know what's going on, do a table of values and you can figure it out. Now, what would be a shorter way of doing this question? Well, y equals mx plus b is usually how we have the equation of a line. So if I just have y equals 5, notice that that means that this term isn't there. There is no x term. That must mean that the slope is 0. That must mean that the slope is 0. Now, if you think about a slope being 0 and it being in terms of rise over run, that means there must be absolutely no rise and lots of run. That's how you get 0. 0 divided by a number is 0. This is a horizontal line. This has a slope of 0. And that's how all of that goes together. So, that was how I graphed this one. If I remember this information, then when I look at y equals -3, I notice that y equals -3, all it has is the b value. It's only got a b value. It doesn't have an x value. So its y-intercept is 0, -3. I know it crosses there. So this b value is -3, so it's going to cross at 0, -3, and it's got a slope of 0 because there's no x value. There's no mx. So this slope value of 0 means that it's got 0 rise, but lots and lots of run, which gives you the horizontal line y equals -3. And that's how you graph horizontal lines. They have slope of 0, and we can see how that works. I'm going to pause here, and I'll be back in a minute.